Welcome to my channel. My name's Tina, and I'm going to be doing a morning reading, and I'm going to try and find us here so I can watch the chat. There we go. Going to be doing. Okay, so welcome, and happy Thursday, right? All right, so what was I gonna look for here? Where's that one? There it is. Let's look and see what the wisdom of the golden path is going to guide us to this morning. We're asking in angel spirits and guides, light, fire energy, water energy, air energy, and earth energy to join us today. There's my gratitude. What are you grateful for today? I am grateful for okay, I think now I'm there. So hello, and welcome. I'm just going to do some pulling some cards, see what spirit wants us to focus on today. Okay, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, thank you for coming. Thank you for hitting the like button. Spontaneous and intuitive creation. I am one with the universe. I am one with power of creation. I create what my heart desires. My thoughts, actions are aligned with my soul. Okay. So you might feel like just being a creator today. It's snowing here, so I can imagine that. Change. I invite change, knowing that it leads to positive transformation. I surrender all thoughts and feelings that no longer serve me and replace these with love. And field of dreams. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. I achieve all my heart's desires. I create all through love. Life is a field of dreams with endless possibilities. So it looks to me like what it's kind of saying is like if you were to like leave off any kind of fear that you have about being a creator, about creating your own reality, about an art project or whatever it might be. I feel like if you were to go ahead and tap into that energy and just do it, I think there's big changes coming for you. So I'll clarify this with tarot and see what this is saying here. Thank you so much, Spirit, for these lovely messages today. Okay, so it's showing me that there's a lot of anxiety or sadness going on, right? So yeah, and then here comes this Ace of Wands, which is exactly what it's talking about. You see, even just the act of like following some kind of cool intuitive hit is going to change the way you're feeling. Like this is like the Five of Cups, like sad, right? It's going to change your life. This is the Three of Wands. It's about creating whatever it is that you desire. You know what I mean? It's putting the intention out there and then watching it happen. I see like you're getting clarity about love too, right? So you've got some new beginnings here. You are the one who's able to change your situation. So I feel like if you get some kind of like, I don't know, I think you should just sit down and try to tap into that creative energy today, whatever it is. Because I feel like if you did, I feel like you get a real good idea. Or maybe it's something you've already been working on. You know, this could be about writing. The King of Swords is here. He's about expressing his truth. owning it, right? So maybe you get a good idea and it's about something that, was painful. And so you write about it, you paint about it, you something, write poetry, write a song, something, right? I feel like whatever you've been working on is going to change your life, right? I feel like, honestly, maybe you've been working on it for a while, but I kind of feel like you're doubtful about putting it out there. You're like, I don't know, I haven't seen any growth come from this. I don't know if it's worth my time. And Spirit's like, look from the truth area, like look from what is true for you, like the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups. So it's like you're looking at it honestly, but you're also looking at it from a heart space. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands, which is about choosing you, doing what is best for you, having the strength to do it, to go forward, What's ending up happening here with this story is the Emperor, right? You have the strength of an emperor, is what it's telling me. You can manifest anything you want. So if you have some kind of feelings that don't serve you anymore, like self-doubt or anything like that, like maybe it's time to talk to your higher self and say, I surrender all the thoughts and feelings that don't serve me. And I want to just replace them with love, And I think like when you replace those feelings with love, like what the feelings would be something like, I'm not good enough, or, things like that. I feel like when you replace those feelings with just love and look at it from love, I feel like that's where you get your strength. That's where you get your understanding and your truth, right? To go for it. Spirit, give me some Lenormand on this reading. Tell me what's going on here. Clarify the Five of Cups. Why are they crying? What's the pain about? It could be about money. It could be about rewards too. Like, like maybe this is saying like, I've worked so hard on this and no one's bought anything, or it's not going anywhere, right? So maybe you're feeling like it's just not good enough. I just can't. Hello. How are you today? Thanks for coming. So happy to see you. Tell me what the new idea looks like. Tell me what that cool idea looks like here. The one that's given to them by their higher self. It looks like it's lucky. It's the Clover card, right? It's about luck, happiness, wishes coming true. So, yeah. So I feel like this new idea is money, lucky, and it's part of your path too. It's going to change your life. Tell me what that change looks like for them. What does the change look like? Well, it looks like you could have like a brand new house. It's the House card. So it's talking about family, real estate, stability, and freelance work. Right? Maybe you're working out of your house. This almost reminds me of like a Tyler's Tarot story, right? Because he manifested millions just by following that idea he had to read tarot however many years ago, right? And he does live in a giant house. He works out of that house. He invests his money, right? So I'm feeling like, whatever kind of feelings you have, like let go of them, because, negative feelings, because I feel like you're given some kind of idea that's going to change your life. Yeah. Some kind of special knowledge. You could be writing a book here, right? Maybe that's what it's about, like a book of secrets. Maybe secrets that you don't want other people to know, a story, right? But it's definitely meant for you to do, is what I feel like. So you know something that other people don't know about something, right? And I feel like, you know, Spirit is kind of like urging you, saying like, you didn't go through that for nothing. You know, like if you think we just, you know, you just invented that story and you had to live like that life for whatever reason that you're applying it, like you're, you know, your life sucks or whatever. It's not that. It's saying like you went through this pain so that you could share it, so that you could teach it. Hi, how's it going? So I feel like once you do this, I feel like it changes like maybe something inside of you. Like suddenly you're able to like make decisions easily. You realize you're the ruler of your own life with the Emperor here. And maybe what the book is about is obstacles you've gone through, the mountain card, frustrations. Maybe you got an incorrect diagnosis, or maybe you lost all of your money, right? It could be about being in isolation. It could be about how hard it's been, right? Like, so whatever it is you're writing in this book, or like you're sharing, or you're meant to share, news, visits, travel, movement. So once you actually do this, I feel like it's kind of going to solve your issue, because that's what this says. It's going to move your energy. There could be even new love being attracted to you, but it's saying like you have a quick recovery. So from whatever it was that you were losing, you know, or that you went through, like there's a quick recovery once you like release this great idea, whatever it is. Are you working on a book? Man, like a couple months ago, I kept getting this message like you already wrote it. So is it an old journal? Is it a bunch of old journals that you could compile together? You know what I mean? Like something. But it's definitely talking about destiny, goals, achievements, realizing one's potential, having a clear mind, you know. And all of these cards are talking about it too, with the King of Swords and all of that. So I do feel like, you know, you guys have something. And I do see a little bit of fear around it for some reason, like to put it out there, but I feel like you should. You know what I mean? Like if you're a poet, like let's say you wrote a poem, post it on social media maybe, see what happens. You know what I mean? Put it out there, see what happens, see what kind of information you get back, right? Or if you're a songwriter and you've got a song, release it on TikTok, you know, just release part of it. That's a good way to like get the public like looking at what you're doing and maybe changing your life forever, because that's what this is talking about. It's about a big change that's going to last forever. It's something you've been working on. Let's see. All right, let's get a second message, shall we? Let's see what else Spirit wants to talk to us about today. Spirits, angels, guides, what else do you want to talk to the collective about today? What messages are important for us to know? Sacral chakra. Just breathe. So there could be some kind of like problems in your family or with a lover or something like that. I feel like Four of Swords is about healing, but this one's also about like an awakening. You know, like coming face to face with your very own soul and understanding something different. You know, it could be like, I feel like, so there's something in your family that's gone awry, sacral chakra. And I feel like, you know, breathe your way through this thing because it's going to be fine. Just so you know. So whatever's going on in your family is going to work out. Just breathe your way through it. You're going to find joy and stability. I've got the Two of Cups here at the bottom. You got a lot of fours here. And a lot of twos. So you got 444 and 222 here. So what I'm feeling is like there could be a problem between, I don't know if it's like a marriage or if it's like a child. But I do feel like your higher self is talking to you about it. And the Four of Swords is telling me like your soul is contacting you now. But this Four of Pentacles is saying like, are you open? You know, like, are you open to receive these messages, right? So it's saying like, practice opening that crown chakra because your higher self really wants to give you some new information. It's about your home and how to manifest stability in it because you have the Magician and the Four of Swords. So I feel like your higher self knows the way and it's asking you to like open up so that you can hear it. I mean, you have the High Priestess here as well. That's your higher self. That's your intuition, right? So Wheel of Fortune is here. So whatever's going on here in the center with this healing, meeting your own soul, and the open up card, like I got messages for you, it's part of your plan. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Something is going to change in this situation. And I feel like if there is a problem, which is what I feel like might be saying, I feel like the answers are coming. Like Wheel of Fortune is here, right? So let's see. Tell me one more thing over here about the Four of Wands and the Manifest card. Detach. This is a Libra card. This is about justice. This is about letting something go. Something that's been holding you back. It's about kind of being in a shell and staying there. Sadness. You know? And she's letting go of this bird, right? Something she's been hanging on to. So justice is about understanding the bigger picture of it, right? So you might be understanding that here, like, why did all this happen? You know, why is this happening in my family? Tell me why it's happening. Tell me what the 11 card is. It's happening because it's time for you to like get out of the shadows of your life. Step forward. You have new knowledge here. You see how that Emperor is kind of in the background? He gets this scroll and he's enlightened now. He's enlightened and the card is saying lead. So I feel like it's meant for you to take the lead in this family stability. And I feel like it's something that you can do. You can create it. Now you have 1111 on the table, and you have 4444, and you have 222. Wow. So you might want to look those up, like angel numbers, 222, 4444, and 1111. Because there's messages in those numbers as well, you know, like whatever's going on, whoever this reading is for, this is huge, you know, this is about you taking the reins of your life, stepping up and saying like, I understand now, you know, this is divine masculine energy. It's the magician on steroids. Like, you know, the magician is about understanding that you can manipulate your circumstances, your energy, and all of that. You can change it just with thought. And the Emperor knows exactly how to do that. So you're kind of moving very quickly, you know, from the magician to the Emperor. And honestly, I mean, the Emperor is... to me, I feel like it's probably the most powerful energy. You know what I mean? As far as manifesting goes, I feel like the Emperor is pretty powerful. Not saying anything bad about the Empress, because she's very, very able to manifest as well. But that's really what the Emperor is about, you know. Okay. And look what you got, another 2. Well, aren't you something today, Spirit? Now you've got 22, 22, 44, 44, and 11, 11. What the hell is going on with whoever's watching, right? I feel like there's a new path for you to go down, and it is illuminated here. And I believe it's like definitely connected with the Wheel of Fortune. Like it's just time for stuff to change in your life, right? And it all began with this sacral chakra. So remember sacral chakra. It's like your kids, your parents, your grandparents, your grandkids, right? So it's like anything, or lover. It's anything related to the sacral chakra, right? So something big going on there, a new path, a new way to do things, and you are being shown. What is that here? This is the number 8 card. It's the 8 of Pentacles. And that's about working on something. This person here is making a giant mural and working really hard on it, right? This is something I think that could be given to you, you know, like you do it because it makes you feel good. Empress energy is here as well. There's a lot going on here for someone. Empress, Emperor energy over here together. And so you also have like 1, 2, 3, 4, which is going in a certain direction, making progress, you know, forward movement. So you could really be aligning like with both of those energies together, the Emperor, Empress. So you would be balanced with your masculine, feminine energy as well. All right. Well, let's see if we can get some advice here. Spirit, this is a heavy reading. Like, I get something really major going on in someone's house, in someone's home, right? Changes. But it's kind of, in a way, setting you free, right? It's your higher self. Are you open to receive, is what it's saying. Like, are you open? How can you get open? Have you ever thought about that? How can you open yourself up to your higher self? Okay, self-care. Divine Feminine is here one more time. So honestly, like, I think what this is saying is like you need to like be open to this energy. Remember, this card was saying it as well. Like, are you open to receive? Get open. And this is actually, and look at this Divine Feminine's third eye all lit up. And even the third eye card came out. Once you tap into this Divine Feminine energy, she's very, very strong, right? I feel like what will happen automatically is self-love. Once you tap into Divine Feminine, she loves herself. She loves her creation. She is strong and powerful and unafraid. And I feel like that's what's happening here, you know? I feel like some of you are understanding, like, maybe that the human piece of you is scared, running the show, right? That's why your higher self is going like, you know what? Do you remember me at all? Do you remember me at all? And most of us, no, we don't. We don't remember that we're a soul until we're old and something shitty happens. And then we're like, what the fuck is going on? Breaks us down. And then we have the awakening, right? This overwhelming love comes into us when we're hitting these energies of, you know, the Empress, the Divine Feminine. I see a brand new beginning coming out here. And I feel like it's when you and your higher self kind of like meet up, right? So it's like it's an awakening is what it is, you know? So you're having an awakening to who you are and how much power you really hold inside of you. Like, I feel like there's someone out there that is really stepping into Emperor, Empress energy together at the same time. Like, that's huge. No wonder Wheel of Fortune is here. You know what I mean? That's the universe that gives us all that at one time, you know, like, and they're watching you too. So I feel like something is changing for someone here in your home. And it all begins with maybe you, because, I mean, you're the one having the awakening, I feel like, whoever's watching, right? And you are going down a brand new path, led by your higher self. And I keep getting all this energy, like, do you see like the male-female energy? I'm feeling like that's saying balance to me. You know what I mean? Like you're getting balance. You're not 100% in feminine energy. You're not 100% in masculine. You're 50-50. You're both. You're equal. You're balanced. And I think that when we have that balance, we make way better decisions. You know, even the words that come out of our mouth are different, you know. Hi, welcome. So happy to see you here. Okay, so I don't know about your doll. You know, like I don't know what to say about your doll, honey. But I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Okay, Spirit. Let's have one more message for my subscribers today. Can I get a card for me? Sure. Let's get a card for Nick. Tell me something for Nick. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Did you just watch that last reading? Because maybe that was about you. The Wheel of Fortune is the card that popped out. It's a lucky card. This wheel is pointing toward a house. So I don't know if that has something to do with that. But I do feel like there could be a new beginning for you. You might have a couple of kids, I don't know, or you're starting something new. There's pages here. They can also mean messages. I feel like there's movement. You might be moved to a new path. Where are you taking them, Spirit? This could be, I don't know about work, but I feel like maybe, Nick, you are sort of wondering if you should put any more effort into something. Like it could be about work, right? And I feel like, you know, you're talking to your higher self. What are you saying? What's the higher self saying? To walk away. Put it into it. It's causing too much stress. It could be about work. So I don't know if that resonates for you, but that's what it looks like to me. Nick. Barsha. Yeah. Sounds like you do. It sounds like it looked like there was a tower, and so when I ask what you should be doing, it's probably like you're probably walking away. That Six of Swords came out too, and Six of Swords is about movement, but it's about spiritual movement. So it's almost like spirit takes you from one, like a place that's like a shitty place into a better place. You know what I mean? Like it's not just you that has to walk away. I do see you walking away, but I feel like there's also spiritual movement there too. You know what I mean? Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, it does look like it's spiritual activity that's moving you, Nick, for sure. Barsha. Give me some messages for Barsha, please, Spirit. Can we tap into Barsha? It looks like something was really sad and you're hanging on to it. Like I feel like you're kind of analyzing like, man, I really put a lot of work and time and effort into this and I'm just not really willing to let it go. It could be about love. Two of Cups is here. Maybe there was a third party, or, you know, you reunited, or you're thinking about reuniting. Tell me why the Chariot's here. So this could be a pattern in your life that is something that you need to like kind of look at a little bit. Tell me what the pattern is. Okay. So it's like you start some, you know, you get a new beginning with someone comes in and says, hey, you want to go on a date? You want to work together or something like that? New beginning, fight, and then an ending. Well, thank you. No contact. Yeah, I can see that. I feel like, yeah, I see the heartbreak. I see the Two of Cups. I see somebody, you know, like maybe going in a new direction. I feel like maybe there's another person involved. And I do feel like this is some sort of cycle. Like, I don't know if it's a cycle between you and him or if it's a cycle just for you, you know, like, I feel like if it's a cycle for you, I think you should ask yourself, like, why, what is it that I keep, what am I doing the same thing? What am I doing over and over? I feel like it's this fighting. Like this could be words, right? Five of Swords, because it's about communication, you know. Yes, you're right. I put a lot of before it. I don't know what you're saying there, but so Spirit, what's the advice? What should she do? Like, what's best for her right now? What should she be working on? Can you tell me? Let's get a different deck. We'll get this deck because it's so much more, I don't know, like good for advice, right? I feel like you have to release it, right? I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, it's time for you to start taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? I do feel like there's a separation and you miss them. You miss him, right? I feel like there's some kind of message here about like really being honest with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, be honest with yourself about this situation, because is someone lying in the situation? Is someone not really being their full self? You know, I feel like the answer or the advice is to start taking better care of yourself. Just put all your focus on you. Don't worry about what he's doing. Just don't. I mean, you can't change him. You can only change you. You know what I mean? And I just feel like maybe there's something different coming in. And I know that that's really hard to hear sometimes, right? But I kind of feel like if you would start loving yourself, and I mean body, mind, and soul, I mean tapping into that soul and giving it the credit that is due, because, you know, our human being just thinks this is it. This is who we are. This is all there is to it, is this human being. And it's just not so. We have this really beautiful, powerful soul. And it's really the one. I mean, like, it's just living inside this vehicle, right? And I feel like when we put all of our energy into another person or into making money or whatever, it takes away from the soul, and the soul just kind of hangs out, watches what's going on, nothing happens. But if you were to put your focus on your whole self, you know, like really getting to know that soul, you know, understanding it, asking for messages, you know, like what is next for me, you know? I do feel like something big is going to change for you, you know? So maybe instead of focusing on what the husband is doing or whatever, you should just focus on what you can do to make yourself happy today. I remember when I was very first like divorced, you know, and I remember thinking to myself, like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, who am I without him? Like, all that stuff. Well, the fact is, I'm actually pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, if I just let myself be myself, I actually really kind of enjoy my company. You know what I mean? And the very beginning, I would say to myself, like, okay, so you're missing him so bad. What's the reality? If he was here right now, what would you really be doing? And I thought about it and I'm like, well, he'd be in the recliner and I would be over here and he has the remote. We'd probably be watching Pawn Stars or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that stupid pawn shop show. And that isn't something I would choose to watch. You know what I mean? So that's really what we would be doing something I didn't really even want to do. What would you like to do, Tina? And I'm like, well, I guess if I had a perfect mate, what I would like to do is maybe take my camera and go get some really good shots out in the woods, you know, like find wildlife and photography, you know what I mean? Or take my paints and go paint somewhere at the river. And that's what Tina wants to do. So I wasn't doing any of that. I wasn't doing anything that I wanted to do. You know what I mean? My whole life revolved around what he wanted to do. And having him leave me was the best goddamn thing that ever happened to me. You know what I mean? For me to figure out, like, really what I even wanted. You know what I mean? Like, what is your perfect day look like? What does it look like, Tina? Do you even know? I didn't. And that's what these cards are talking about. They're like, it's time for you to like get in touch with you. What do you want? Give it to yourself. You know, we put so much energy into people that just hurt us. And I'm just feeling like, I hope that you can take some time and get to know yourself before you, you know, rush back into this thing. I would let him be silent, be thankful for it. You know what I mean? I'm such a bitch though, but all right. So that's what I have for you guys today. I'm going to go now. And I hope you all have a real good day. Thank you so much for liking and sharing and subscribing and just being here with me. I love you guys, and I hope that you have a great day.